Hello and welcome back to another morning shower aha moment. Hey, wait a minute. Let's scratch that. Recently, my friend Polona suggested I think about conserving water because I have been using way too much water these days in the shower with all of my insights. So thanks for the reminder, Polona. While I still have a love of water and I do get powerful insights in the shower, I have been receiving a little nudge, a little intuitive nudge to change things up a bit. So, sometimes I get intuitive insights when I'm on a run or when I'm hiking or in a random conversation with a stranger on the street. I mean, intuition comes in all packages, right? So let this be the first, and let this be an introduction to many more videos called Aha Moments Everywhere, because intuitive insights are everywhere. So my name is Suzanne, and I am your intuition coach. So today's aha moment is inspired by a common struggle that all of us have had at one time or another, and that is feeling inadequate, or we have been made to feel wrong about, being in a state of confusion or having the lack of clarity in at least one area of our life. We might be unclear about work or our relationships or life purpose. When you're feeling unclear about something or someone in your life, and then someone comes along and says, you just need to have clarity. Well, I have totally been guilty of this in the past. I mean, it's so easy to say, just get clear on what you want, when you yourself are clear about the thing that the other person is unclear about, right? I know when someone tells me to get clear and I am not clear, I feel like a total loser, like something is wrong with me. I might even feel like my intuitive guidance has deserted me. But guess what? The exact opposite is true. When you are unclear, your intuition is screaming at you to stop and pause. Your intuition is guiding you to not do anything until you either have gathered more intuitive data, or better yet, taken a rational approach to your unclear intuitive signal. I know that sounds like an oxymoron approach, taking, the approach of being rationally intuitive, but bear with me and listen to how this can play out. So I'll give you an example of what happened to a client of mine who was unclear about what to do next concerning her life passion of nutrition and juicing for health and healing. So currently she is a lawyer, but she wants to transition her work into the work of nutritional health. So she was very clear about her passion to teach the world about the benefits of juicing for health. However, she expressed to me that she was frustrated because she knew she needed to get clear on where she was going next with her passion. So I intently listened to her with an open heart and an open mind, and her desperate desire to have clarity was super obvious to me. I mean, it was obvious that she was not just playing small and pretending to be unclear or unconsciously being unclear so that, she wouldn't have to do the work or take the next steps to make her dreams come true, if you know what I mean. She was sincerely struggling and was truly unclear about what to do next. So I began to ask her a lot of questions about her history of how she came to be a lawyer and what prompted her to want to start a business as a juicing expert. Well, during the conversation, she brought up all kinds of valuable data points that she had not thought about in years, such as going to medical school, majoring in genetics, realizing that she didn't want to be a doctor, and then deciding to apply and got accepted into law school. All the while she was talking, I was listening, and I could see this map, this connect the dots map on how she got to nutrition and juicing from medical school and how law came into play. Until I probed her with questions about where her life path had started before her passion for health and healing, she had simply forgotten all of the steps that she had already taken that led her to the point that she was now. This is where rationale is so important when I am coaching. I mean, I intuitively knew what questions to ask, and her answers created a map to where she needed to go next to get clear. She had all the answers. They were just stuck in little gems of wisdom from her past that needed to be revealed. She was now able to see that she could use her genetics and medical background to create leverage in her niche market of juicing for health. So her intuition was telling her, don't start building a business just by being another juicing expert. What is your unique genius that makes you an expert? So most people, when they're unclear, they reach for what others are doing and copy others instead of looking at their own unique answers from within. So a couple of things happen when people get when they get unclear. Either they drive forward and just start doing for the sake of doing, or they get paralyzed and do nothing. So like in the example, her intuition came in the form of confusion and being unclear. I mean, there is a lot more to the story, but what I wanted to illustrate for you is that when you are stuck or unclear, your intuition is alive and well. Sometimes it's telling you to click into your intellectual mind and begin to backtrack to connect the dots from where you have been and where you are now, and take those gems of wisdom that you have gathered along the way and use those nuggets of information as the foundation pieces to propel your passion to the next level. Boom, right? So the intuitive heart and the intuitive mind work hand in hand. And if you only use your intuition without cognitive thought, you're missing the boat. You cannot have the yin without the yang, right? My way of coaching integrates your heart and head instead of keeping the two separate. So we look at all the parts of you that help to create a clear picture of where you need to go next. So your intuition will show you your heart's desire. And when you get stuck, look at all the data, connect the dots, and then make your next move from that place. And when you do this, you will feel empowered and you will be back in the saddle of life and moving your desires forward with confidence. So the moral of this story is every step you have taken thus far has a revealing golden nugget of where you need to go next. So when you are unclear or you're stuck, know that your intuition is telling you to stop and take a quick inventory of where you have been. And when you rationally calculate and connect the dots of where you have been, you will begin to see clearly the sometimes irrational intuitive desires of your heart. So there you have it. If you enjoyed this insight on how to move through uncertainty and get back on track with clarity and confidence, pass this message on to anyone who you know who could benefit from a message like this. So in the meantime, enjoy your aha moments every day and expect miracles to show up everywhere in your life. Until next time, see you later.